Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing His word with sincerity and truth. Now, I'm gonna name this one Microchip Technology. Now, came across a couple videos, and I'm gonna pull this one up first, and it's about robotics, how the industry wants to place robotics and replace, y'all humans. We play. All right. Now that video shows a bunch of shows two robots. Uh, shows two robots. Okay, anyway, that video shows two robots. Pretty much doing what y'all people do in warehouses or in some of these factories, some of these factory positions. They're stacking boxes. They're able to carry heavy loads. And they pretty much do as they're told, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts. And that's what these company owners, that's what they want. They don't want to deal with y'all humans, fucking shit up, messing shit up. They gotta pay for y'all. They gotta pay for if something happens, if one of y'all gets injured, then they get sued or whatever. They don't want none of that. So they want a robot that can do as it's told, do as it's programmed to do, and all they gotta do is keep the maintenance on it, pretty much like a car. But this robot can do pretty much what y'all humans can do. It can stack boxes, warehouses. I used to work at a factory once where I had to stack boxes, and man, I hated it. You know, you get tired, your shoulders get tired picking up some 40, 50-pound boxes, stacking them up. You get tired of doing that every single day, day in, day out, 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day. You can get injured. You get fatigue, muscle fatigue, end up getting injured because you strained yourself too much. But these robots, they solve that problem. They solve that issue of people's injuries. They solve that problem and then pretty much what it's doing is really taking away jobs. These robots can do it. People won't have jobs. They'll start resorting to robots. You understand? And that's what these elite and these factory owners, they want slaves. They want something that will do as it's told and complete the task. And this is what it comes down to whenever this Mark of the Beast comes out. They're gonna try to implement that on you. Then they can be able to control you with that. And I have another video to pull up, but first let me get this. This is Revelations 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had. Wait, let me go up to 16. Salakia. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 threescore and six. Right now, if you go to the actually let's get it right now. But before we get it, there's gonna be a mark that's gonna be received, and that mark is the RFID chip or the NFC chip. They're both the same thing. They just call it different things. In Europe they call it NFC. I mean, you might see it also on some of y'all's phones. And speakers, they have the NFC chip. You put the phone close to the speaker, and you connect it to it instantly. That's pretty much the same technology. It's called the NFC is near frequency communication. The RFID is the same thing. It's just called radio frequency um, identification. But let me get this. This is the number of his name, and it says that his number is 600 threescore and six. Now I made a video on this before, but I'm gonna bring it out again. See, it's chi, psi, and stigma. See that letter right there? That's stigma. That means stigma. And stigma pretty much means, something inserted, something, a puncture, a mark, pretty much something inserted under the skin, and that's what they're trying to do. That's what this mark is. It's something inserted under the skin. The RFID chip is going to try to put on everybody. The mark. That's the mark of the beast. They're trying to give everybody chipped. I mean, you saw what the governor of California. I think that's what he is. Governor Newsom. He talked about how he wants to. Well, how some people want to microchip immigrants coming in, and that's the only way they're going to be able to legally reside here in America. And that's something that's coming down to the wire. I mean, this happening is going to happen real soon. These crackers, they want to implement they want to microchip the whole world. Now, let me get this. I'll play this video for y'all. It's 9 minutes long. I mean, but has a lot of edification in it. A lot of pretty much extra. I don't know the word for. I don't know, can't come up with a word like knowledge, I guess, on the microchip. Pretty much technology that the microchip will have or has, because it's like I said, NFC chip means near frequency communication device. Pretty much is a device. NFC, RFID, radio frequency identification. Let me play this video.
Whether you realize it or not, frequency and vibration hold an extremely important yet hidden power that affects our lives, our mental and physical health, and our consciousness. The science of somatics, which is the study of visible sound and vibration, proves that vibration and frequency are the organizational foundation for the creation of all matter and life. When sound waves move through a physical medium, such as land or water, the frequency of the waves has a direct effect upon the structures, and this works within the human body as well.
Now, did you hear that? Frequencies and vibrations. Now, what is the NFC? Near frequency communications. So there's a frequency that's being passed through that chip. RFID, radio frequency identification. So there's a frequency that's moving through that chip. I mean, like I said, the NFC chip and the RFID chip are the same thing. and there's a frequency that passes through that chip, and that's inside your body, and your body's made out of, I think, 70 or something, or 80% water, something like that. But anyways, your body's made out of water, and that frequency, when it gets activated or it plays a certain frequency, that can affect you, affect the way you think, affect the way you behave, you know. And like I said, it's like in this video, it says that it affects land, water, like I said, and it affects your body.
To better understand the power of sound frequency, let's discuss the Chladni plate experiment, named after the German physicist and musician who made this concept visible. In his famous experiment, he showed how moving a violin bow against a metal plate covered with sand could visually display the movement of sound. The sand concentrated in areas where the plate was not vibrating. Through his work, he was able to conclude that sound, or frequency, travels in waves, and he was the first scientist to clearly demonstrate this connection. Take a look at these images to see how different frequencies create different effects to the structures of the sand. As the pitch of the tone increases, geometric patterns form and become more complex. One of the most important frequencies that you may hear of often is that of 432 Hertz. Hertz refers to the number of vibrations or cycles per sound. So why is this frequency so important? It vibrates on the principle of golden mean phi and unifies the properties of space, time, light, gravity, matter, and magnetism with biology, DNA code, and consciousness. It has profound effects on expanding our human consciousness, as well as on the cellular level of our bodies, and is considered to be a superior tuning due to its positive effects. This is a natural frequency, and it's stated to be a pure tone of math fundamental to nature, and is mathematically consistent with the patterns of the universe. Modern science has begun to recognize what ancient civilizations knew long ago. Everything is in a constant state of vibration. In fact, this frequency is said to be connected with everything that is.
Like this lady said, math is truth. And that goes back pretty much to the Hebrew word amath. Amath means truth. And the reason why I know this is because my channel name, I named it Lamad Amath, which means teaching truth. Let me go back.
Is in a constant state of begun to recognize consistent with the patterns of the universe. Math fundamental to nature, and is mathematically consistent with the patterns of the universe.
See, math is a universal language, pretty much, and because it's truth. Truth, and this word is truth. The scriptures is nothing but truth, and it all comes from the Most High. And like you said before, on that vibrational tone, I think you said, what is it? Well, let me replay it again.
So why is this frequency so important? It vibrates on the principle of golden mean phi and unifies the properties of space, time, light, gravity, matter, and magnetism with biology, DNA code, and consciousness. It has profound effects on expanding our human consciousness, as well as on the cellular level of our bodies, and is considered to be a superior tuning due to its positive effects. This is a natural frequency, and it's stated to...
See, so that frequency 432 or 423, no, 432, sorry. That frequency 432 is a natural frequency that pretty much builds up the body, builds up the mind. It helps the body. And it's all spiritual, because that's the Most High created everything to balance. So that natural sound helps you. Is actually a very nurturing vibration.
To be a pure tone of math fundamental to nature, and is mathematically consistent with the patterns of the universe. Modern science has begun to recognize what ancient civilizations knew long ago. Everything is in a constant state of vibration. In fact, this frequency is said to be connected with everything that is. including the works of the ancients, such as in the construction of the Great Pyramid. Everything has a range of frequency, including every organ and cell in our bodies. Scientific research has shown that our cells resonate with and respond to different frequencies. When we are in resonance, or the act of resonating and producing positive feeling states, we are in balance. Music based on 432 Hertz creates resonance within our bodies and balances the emotional and mental state. It transmits beneficial healing energy because it's a pure tone of math fundamental to nature. But you may be surprised to know that our current musical standard is a tuning of 440 Hertz. So when did this concert pitch come into effect? Most music worldwide has been tuned to 440
Now pay attention to this. This is very important.
Hertz since the International Standards Organization, or the ISO, endorsed it in 1953. There is a theory that the change from 432 Hertz to 440 Hertz followed the recommendations of the Nazi Party spokesman Joseph Goebbels in 1939. According to this theory, there was an organized effort to change concert pitch to 440 Hertz at the start of the last century to codify an old world new order of central pitch. This was set into motion in order to increase anxiety levels in individuals, causing them to think and feel in specific ways, making them a prisoner of a consciousness that breeds disharmony.
You see? And that's what these Edomites like to do, man. They love using their witchcraft, to affect, pretty much to control the world, to affect the whole world.
It's also alleged that the Rockefeller Foundation had an interest in making sure the United
Rockefeller Foundation, that's one of the top Edomite families right now.
States adopted the 440 Hertz standard as a part of a war on consciousness, causing more emotional distress and in turn more physical illness and hardship.
See that? And you see, and y'all Jakes, y'all Israel, y'all so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, y'all love music. So this affects y'all more than anybody, really.
Whether these theories are true or not, one thing is certain. The frequency...
Of course they're true. Of course they're true. They can't deny it. These Edomites, they affect every single thing. They try to reverse every single aspect of this earth. They try to make it their own. They go against every single law of the Most High. They're a very cunning serpent.
See that music is tuned to has a profound effect on us. This is not just a spiritual concept, it's mathematically and scientifically proven. And because most of us listen to music often and have a way to plug that directly into our ears, it's a great idea to deliberately use specific frequencies as often as possible. In using 432 Hertz intentionally, the structure of our atoms and DNA start to resonate in harmony with the phi spiral of nature. Referring back to the plate experiments, here are the differences that these two frequencies make when used. The 432 Hertz seems to show a much cleaner and more organized structure. Many people have described similar perceptions over their individual experience of 432 and 440. But some who are not able to distinguish the 8 Hertz difference claim that they feel 432 Hertz as a warmer, richer, fuller experience that just feels better to them because of the longer wavelength. And there are videos on YouTube where you can hear the differences in specific music tuned to 432 or 440. It should also be noted that extremely agitated individuals have been observed physically relaxing their breath and their bodies at the instant 432 Hertz is presented to them. So what's the actual shape of 432 Hertz? John Stuart Reed, the co-designer of the Cymoscope, which is an accurate device that measures acoustic vibrations, states it like this. 432 Hertz pops out as a triangle every time we image it. We thought there was something wrong with the Cymoscope, but after trying for more than an hour, we concluded that the number 3 was somehow universally connected to 4.
See, in the number 3, you see, the Most High likes using numbers. Like 7, 3, 5, all those numbers, man. The Most High works with numbers because numbers is the truth. Numbers is truth. That's what they call it, math. It's a universal language. It works throughout the whole universe.
432 hertz. We captured it on video also, and it looks like it's alive. It writhes and pulsates and refuses to take up any other form. Nikola Tesla stated, "The brain and the earth itself work on the same frequencies. If we can control that resonant system electronically, we can directly control the entire mental system of humankind."
You see? That's what they're doing, and this is why I pulled up these videos. That previous one to show you how these factories and these pretty much this elite, they want robots, they want slaves. They don't want no conscious thinking. They don't want nobody going against what they have planned. And this is their plan to microchip everybody and have them all as slaves so they can control you. See, it says if we can control that resonant system electronically, we can directly control the entire mental system of humankind. And once they chip you, they have direct control. And I mean, they have control. They have the remote system or whatever to uh, to send that wavelength throughout the whole world. And whoever has that chip, they're gonna be affected, and then they're gonna be pretty much remotely controlled. That wavelength is gonna flow it's gonna flow through them, which affects your body, affects your mind. You're gonna be thinking in certain different ways, and these crackers, they done their search. They've investigated. They've done all the research for years. This is since Nikola Tesla, and this guy was, I don't know how long ago this guy was from. Let me see. This guy was born in 1956. I mean 1856. And this is old technology. This vibrations and all that, and wavelengths and frequencies. That's all old technology. These Edomites, they were waking up to it because the Most High had it, so they can get this technology.
Interestingly enough, the application of certain frequencies by frequency generating devices can enhance cellular resonance and cellular metabolic and electrical functions. And it has been discovered that healthy tissues have more structured water than unhealthy tissues. Clinicians who recognize this fact have found that certain types of music, frequency generators, and chanting can improve water structuring in the tissues and health when they are correctly utilized.
You hear that? Replay that.
Electrical functions. And it has been discovered that healthy tissues have more structured water than unhealthy tissues. Clinicians who recognize this fact have found that.
See, that's why it's important to be healthy. That's why it's important to, take care of your body, take care of your health. If your health is fucked, man, you're vulnerable to all kinds of things. Demons can easily jump on you. Really, the Most High is all about the Most High. The Most High wants you to be subject to these demons. To be the Most High delivers you to these demons, then you know what? That's a choice. But really, it's all about the Most High. But being healthy and all that stuff, that's all important too.
That certain types of music, frequency generators, and chanting can improve water structuring in the tissues and health when they are correctly utilized. In fact, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, or PEMF, has become a popular method of treatment for many physical ailments. So what is PEMF? This is a process that involves directing powerful pulsed energy waves towards damaged or injured areas of a patient's body. Although rarely talked about mainstream, NASA recognizes this type of therapy as well. In a NASA paper entitled Physiological and Molecular Electromagnetic Fields on Human Neuron Cells, written by Thomas J. Goodwin, PhD, he states in his conclusion, as is clearly demonstrated in the human body, the bioelectric biochemical process of electrical nerve stimulation is a documented reality. The present investigation demonstrates that a similar phenomenon.
You see, and they done their research. Like I said, they done their research. They know this stuff to be real. That's why brothers like using these stones. These stones have a frequency in them, and it's good for you. We don't know exactly how to use them nowadays because we lost that knowledge. But we just when we put them on, bless them in the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Put them on. Hopefully, it's good for us, and we move on because they have a purpose. They have a use.
Can be potentiated in a synthetic atmosphere. One may use this electrical potentiation for a number of purposes, including developing tissues for transplantation, repairing traumatized tissues, and moderating some neurodegenerative diseases, and perhaps controlling the degeneration of tissue. There's a link to this article in the description of the video if you would like to read it in its entirety. Frequency has a hidden power to affect our thoughts and our minds, as well as our bodies and ultimately our society as a whole. When our music is based upon a tuning standard of our choosing, we can resonate with the Earth's frequency and attune ourselves to a consciousness that aligns with a positive life.
And like I said, that's why these songs nowadays, all these musics, all these musicians, these rappers and shit, that's the reason why our people are pretty much in a dead state of mind because they listen to this rap, all this bullshit, and really this Esau, man, they have it set up to a different frequency to control y'all jakes, to put shit in y'all's mind. When y'all listen to music, y'all just commit all kinds of wickedness. You're always stressed out. There's always something, man. So this devil has his grasp on the world. I mean, the world is his now. Like it says, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked.
Sound is more than just vibratory signals. It interacts with life and helps to shape it and sustain it. It acts as a conduit of conscious intent between people, societies, and entire civilizations. We are all energy bounded by frequency. If you would like to attune yourself to the 432 Hz frequency,
right, and our spirit is pretty much pure energy.
I have created an hour-long musical track and put it to a video, and I'll place a link in the description. You can use this track.
These that frequency 432. Maybe y'all brothers might want to look into that and maybe let's do some music in that frequency. Maybe it works. I don't know. I mean, I never tried it. Like I said, I just came across this video and I just found it out. Decided to make a video about it. I'm gonna do some more research on that. But anyway, close that out. All right, let's get back to it. This is I'm gonna read this again. This is Revelations 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and the number is 666. Right, because they're gonna put that chip in y'all, man. Especially y'all Jakes, they're really pushing this on Jake. Even the vaccine, you see it on the news. All they talk about is they're trying to implement this vaccine, or they're trying to insert this these fucking, I don't know fucking what it's called, this concoction they made inside that Crown Royal jab, and trying to pretty much poison y'all with that shit. and they always pushing it towards y'all so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're pushing it hard on y'all. You know, and every single video you watch is always some so-called Negro. You know, right there, right in the front, in the forefront. You know, trying to promote the C-19 jab. Even Stephen A. Smith wants to get LeBron to promote it or share his opinion on it. And you already know if he says if he speaks something negative about it, everybody's gonna be all on him. You know, but eventually, you know, these are celebrities, these um sports guys. You know, they're all bought. They're all bought. You know, and if you see a video of LeBron James, you know, pretty much condoning the C-19 vaccine, you know, I mean, there's no surprise. I mean, there's no surprise. That wouldn't be no surprise. That shouldn't surprise you because they're all sold out. They're all pawns of, you know, these Edomites. You know, to get y'all Jakes to, you know, give in to whatever it is they want to push. And this is gonna come down hard, especially when this um Mark of the Beast comes out. When the Mark of the Beast comes out, oh, they're gonna be pushing this shit hard. And it's gonna come to the point where either you're gonna die or you're gonna take it. Let me get Psalm 64. Psalm 64 and 6. It says, "They search out iniquities; they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep." Right? And these Edomites, you know, they're very diligent on their search. They're very diligent in, you know, accomplishing whatever it is they want to get done day in and day out. You know, they have people working hard. They even have they have Jakes working for them too, you know, to accomplish their goals. Day in, day out, they're trying to figure out some way to um, accomplish their goals, new innovative ways, you know, and they're always searching, they're very diligent on it, like it says right here. And their heart is deep, you know, that they have a very deep way of thinking from all the knowledge, you know, that they've gathered through all their research. You know, but us, you know, and that's the reason why I want to bring this out, because us here in this ministry, you know, we gotta know these things. We gotta know these things. Like it says in actually that's in the Apocrypha. Let me see, it's Ecclesiasticus 5 and verse 15. This is, "Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small." Exactly, you know, we gotta be wise. We gotta know things like this. Second Corinthians 2 and 11. You know, we can't be getting, you know, going too far in deep to where the point where we get lost. You know, but we shouldn't be ignorant about stuff like this. You know, the Most High is working with you. You know, really for y'all new brothers. You know, just drink the milk, and have very good discernment on what you hear, on what you see. You know, you gotta judge. It says a righteous man judges everything, and that's what you gotta do. But this is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right? Us brothers, we already know Satan, Satan is quick to do wickedness. You shouldn't trust him. Like it says, trust not thine enemy. Who's the enemy? Esau. And all these other nations as well. But mainly Esau. He's a devil that the Bible speaks of. Let me get up Isaiah 32 and 6. This is Isaiah 32 and 6. It says, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against Yahweh. Exactly, That's these Edomites, they practice hypocrisy, in their minds, they're always thinking about iniquity or something they can do to, screw somebody over, to fuck somebody over, and do some kind of wickedness. And they're always, it says, into utter error against Yahweh. They always blaspheming the name, saying the Most High made a mistake on this and that. The Most High never makes mistakes. Understand? It says to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. Exactly, And that's what he does. The Edomites, they'll take food out of your mouth. It says they'll cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. They'll take the food out of your mouth, the clothes off your back, and leave you stranded with nothing. And they won't care. Verse 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices. Exactly, that's what he's doing. That's what he's trying to do with his microchip. To destroy the poor with lying words, and that's also what he's doing with these jabs. He's lying. They're lying to y'all. And mainly to the poor. And who's the poor? Y'all Israelites. He wants to destroy you. And that's been like that since the beginning. Since the serpent. Even when the needy speaketh right, exactly, Even when the needy speaketh right, even whenever the needy are us Israelites. And when you speak righteousness, when you speak things that are right, he'll turn it. He'll what's that word? He'll ruin your reputation. There's a word for it. Can't think of it right now. But he'll pretty much ruin your reputation. He'll make you look bad, talk bad about you, make you sound like you're crazy. He'll lie to you. He'll use lying words against you. He'll speak sweet things to you, and then once he has you convinced, then you're fucked, because then you'll realize that you pretty much made a wrong decision, and he'll have no mercy on you. Like I said, he'll destroy you. Let me get and like I said, who's the wicked? Like I said before, I quoted it, but I didn't bring it out. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? See, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And who's the wicked? Esau. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. Who was in charge of that whitewashing of the icons? Who changed the paintings and changed the faces of Yahweh and Yahushua and all the saints, all the apostles? That was Esau. If you go back, if you type it on Google, whitewashing of the icons, you'll see a lot of pictures. You'll see type in Russian icons on Google. You'll see a bunch of so-called Negroes in those paintings. And who was in charge of that? Who was in charge of the whitewashing? That was Esau. Esau Edom. And that's who is in charge of the world is in charge of the world right now. Let me see. Let me get Job 20, 20 and 5. And it says Job 20 and 5 that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Exactly. These wicked, they're triumphing right now. And they have joy right now because they think they're on top. But it's only for a moment. That these Edomites are going to be destroyed completely. It might seem for a long time. It might seem like it was a long time, but like it says says in the scriptures, one day, 1,000 years is but a day to Yahweh. This rule that they've this time period they've been ruling, it's only been but a short time to the Most High. We got next to rule, and our kingdom is going to last forever, 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 ever, and ever, ever. It's going to last forever, man. It's not going to stop. There's not going to be no other kingdom after us. There is going to be no after. We're going to be the only ones. Let me get Revelations 22 and 11. Because the wicked, they came back. They said they're the serpent, they're the devil, and that's going back to the serpent in the Garden of Eden. That goes back to Cain. These crackers are the children of Esau, Edom. It says Revelations 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. Exactly, If you, like I said in the previous lesson I did, if you were righteous in the past life, you'll be righteous in this life. If you were a prophet in the past life, you'll be a prophet in this life. If you were, scumbag, piece of shit in the past life, you're going to be the same when you come back. The spirit doesn't change. You understand? If you see a little kid that gets killed, get run over, his body's wrapped around the tire, around the axle of the tire, that little baby deserved that punishment. You understand? For whatever reason that he did, whatever reason that it is, or whatever he did in the past life, he deserved that judgment. The Most High, when you die, you go up to the spirit world, face the Most High, he judged you, you rest for a while, you come back, and then you serve your punishment. And if the Most High judged you when you were up there to be killed, when you were a baby, you be run over by a car or whatever, then you fulfilled your punishment. Now let me get Psalms 10 and 4. You know, because like I said, the wicked are always gonna be wicked. Like these crackers, they're always gonna be wicked. They're not gonna change. You know, for these crackers who say oh, that's not me. You know, talking about the forefathers, that talking about their races and shit like that. They say that's not me. I didn't do it. I didn't put you in slavery. Well, they did. They are their forefathers. They come back in the third and fourth generation. It says right here. It says Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not all in his thoughts. Exactly. No, these wicked, and that's also going to y'all Jakes as well. You know, the Most High is the last thing in y'all's thoughts, and especially the Esau. Esau doesn't even believe in the Most High. Even those that say they believe in the Most High, they don't believe. They're hypocrites. It's just pretty much like an act to them. They're not sincere. They never will be. Like I said in the previous one, in the previous scripture, Revelation 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. You know, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. The wicked are the wicked, and that's it, period. And the righteous are the righteous. You know, the righteous being Israel, and the wicked being Esau. You know, in general. You know, but you also got the wicked, and that's part of the elect that's going to be destroyed. You know, 2/3. Then you got the righteous, which are the 1/3 of Israel that are going to be saved. All right, let me get on. You know, to prove that you know, the Most High right now is dealing with well, has Esau as a sword, pretty much like as a punishment to us. It says right here, Psalm 17 and 13. It says, "Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." See, the wicked is the sword of the Most High. The Most High is using them. Pretty much the Most High has them in a trick bag. You know, they're meant to be like that. You know, they're prideful and whatever. But the Most High has them in a trick bag. Let me see. Psalms. You know, to further prove. Not Psalms. Deuteronomy. You know, to further prove that the Most High is in control of everything. Everything is everything is the Most High. You know, like I showed you before in that video. You know, the wavelengths, vibrations, math, everything. Everything deals with the Most High. And there's another video one of the brothers put up about DNA. You know, the name of the Most High is in DNA. You know, and it's a good thing, like the brother said. You know, it's a thing that I like that he said. He said, you know, we don't need none of that to prove that the Most High exists. I mean, it's good edification, but you know, that's what these Edomites, you know, they do all that research. They like I said before, you know, they accomplish a diligent search. They're always researching. They're always researching, and through all their research, you know, they still don't believe all the facts, all the proof that the Most High exists. They still don't believe. But that's just the Most High who has them blind, you know. And even y'all 2/3, y'all 2/3 of Israel, of so-called, you know, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Most High has y'all blind. Has y'all in the spirit of slumber. Um, Let me get Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." Exactly. Look at that. It says, "There's no God with me." There's none. The Most High, as it says, is omnipotent. It says, "I kill and I make alive." He kills. The Most High kills people. He has people killed. Like in this world, you got the mob boss, the Don. He gives out an order, and then the angels. I mean, then well, in this world, you got the mob boss, and then he gives out an order, and then his lackeys that go out and fulfill the order. That's the same thing how the Most High does. I don't mean to compare the Most High to that, but it's a similar fashion the way this works. The Most High sends the angels of death to go and kill. He also goes and sends angels to protect and to keep alive. This is not make alive. He also brings people to life. It says, "I wound and I heal." See, he wounds and he heals. He can make it so that your wound will never heal. It says, "Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." Exactly. No one can. And here's another one to back it up. This is Isaiah 45 and 7. It says, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things." See, he creates peace and he creates evil. That doesn't make the Most High evil, but he's a balance. Most High works with balance. He loves balance. Like it says, let me see. It says in Proverbs 11 and 1, "A false balance is an abomination unto Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight." Exactly. And that says it right there. The Most High works with balance. He has his angels on the left side and his angels on the right side. The left side is the wicked angels and the right side are his righteous angels. Now let me get Genesis 18:25, because the Most High is righteous. He doesn't do no evil. He works with balance. He works with um he pretty much does everything the way it's supposed to be. Because Genesis 18:25 says, "That be far from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and that the righteous should be as the wicked, that be far from thee. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right?" And this is Moses. I mean, not Moses. Sorry, Abraham. Talking to Yahweh. Telling them, um, just to not to slay the righteous with the wicked. And it says, "And Yahweh said, If I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes." You're right, right. And the number. If you keep on reading, Abraham kept on, lowering the number, until it came down to 5. It says right here. Oh no, it went down to 10. Yeah, 10. It says Genesis 18 and 32, and he said, "Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet but this once." Peradventure 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy for 10's sake. And Yahweh went his way as soon as he had left communing with Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place. Right. And there weren't found 10. Pretty much the only one that was found was Lot. And they say he pretty much saved his household. But like I said, like it says in the scriptures, well, in the story, how Lot's wife turned around and she turned to a pillar of salt. But she turned around. She looked back when the angels told her not to look back. She looked back because they had substance in that land. So pretty much everybody that people that were saved were just him and his two daughters. He tried to save his son-in-laws, but they pretty much thought that he was just messing around with them. So let me get Exodus 20 and 5. Exodus 20 and 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahweh, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Exactly. See, he visits the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. See, this is talk about that the iniquity is going to fall upon the children because of what the father did. No, this is saying that the father comes back in the third. That person that committed the iniquity, that sin. Well, iniquity pretty much it means the buildup of sins. So that person who committed all that iniquity, when he comes back in his third or fourth generation, he's gonna, receive that judgment. He's gonna have to pay for his sins. Right? It says, and show mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. See, he's a merciful power. But you gotta love the Most High. And how do you love the Most High? By keeping His commandments. That's how you love the Most High. That's how you show your love towards the Most High. And it's more proof. I can get that. 1 John 5. 1 John 5 and 3. This is for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. See, we gotta keep the Most High commandments. That's how we show our love towards, the Most High, which is our Father. Another one to back that up. This is John 14. John 14 and 15. It says, if ye love me, keep my commandments. And this is Yahweh Shah speaking. But it says, if you love me, keep my commandments. That's how you love the Father and the Son, by keeping the commandments, keeping their commandments. Like I said, the law is not done away with. We're under grace, but that doesn't mean the law is done away with. We got to keep the commandments to the best of our ability. And don't be simple. Don't think because well, for whatever reason, there's many reasons. There's many reasons that people can be simple-minded. But that's how you love the Most High, is by keeping His commandments. Let's see. Let me get Romans. See, because the Most High isn't dealing with no other nation but Israel. When it says keep my commandments, he's not talking to everybody. He's talking to only us, Israel, only us. It says, for I could wish that myself, is Romans 9:3, Slakia. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High, and his promises, whose are the fathers, and to whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came, who is over all, Most High blessed forever. Amen. That clearly states it. Clearly states it. The adoption is to Israel, the glory to Israel, the covenants to Israel, the law to Israel, and the service of the Most High to Israel, and the promises is for Israel only. And who did Yahushua come for? Israel. This is concerning the flesh. He came for Israel. So no other nation is going to receive these benefits. Or the judgments, it talks about the judgments as well. No other nation received the judgments. Psalms 147:20. He had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. Let me read the 19th verse. It says, he showeth his word, Psalms 47:19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. See? He had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. These other nations didn't suffer they didn't go through slavery. They didn't suffer the judgments that we went through. Y'all so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Like I said before, let me go back. Like I said before, the Most High is righteous. The Most High does everything in balance. The Most High does everything, perfect. Like it says right here, Psalms 18:30. As for the Most High, his way is perfect. The word of Yahweh is tried. Exactly. It's tried, and no one can come against it, because it's nothing but truth. You can't fight against truth. Like in math, when you do math, when you have a right answer, there's no way to, like, say for example, you're trying to build something. You're trying to build like a bookshelf that has to fit perfectly in a corner, like in a certain slot in your house. You gotta use math. You gotta use measurements to figure out the right size. And if you get it perfect, you get it just right, it slides in there perfectly. But if you're not right with your measurements, if you're not accurate with your math, it won't fit. It'll be too loose. It'll be too big. You understand? It says he is a buckler to those that trust him. See? Those who trust him. A buckler is like a shield. So he's a shield to those that trust him. Let me get Exodus 19. Not Exodus 19, Exodus 33:19. Oh shit. This is Exodus 33:19. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of Yahweh before thee, and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. You see, the Most High is perfect. But like it says right here, I will be gracious unto whom I will be gracious, and we will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. So even though he's perfect and balanced, he can do what he wants. He's the Most High. Who are you to put a limit, to put a limitation, to put a line, draw a line on the Most High? He can do what he wants. He's the Most High. If he wants someone killed, he'll have him killed. If he wants someone saved, he'll have them saved. You understand? He's the Most High. He can do whatever he wants. The only thing he's bound to is his word. He ain't bound to your imagination. No one's imagination. Let me get Psalms 11 and 6. Right. Psalms 11 and 6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. See, and that's what happened even in Sodom and Gomorrah. Fire and brimstone fell upon them. And that's what's going to happen now here in America. Because the spirit of Sodom and the spirit of Egypt is in this land. The spirit of Babylon the Great. I mean, this is Babylon the Great. And the spirit of Assyria. All those places pretty much spiritually is America. But when you see in the very end in Revelations mostly it talks about Sodom, talks about Gomorrah, talks about Babylon the Great. It's talking about here in America. That's pretty much what it's talking about. But that's what's gonna happen. That's the judgment that's gonna happen to the wicked. See, so Yahweh is a righteous power. That's how he's gonna pay reward the wicked. It says he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. And when this nuclear blast hits, man, that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a horrible tempest of fire and brimstone. Just look up videos on the atomic bomb. And the nuclear bomb, that's way more powerful than an atomic bomb. See, so the Most High is just in everything that he does. He rewards the righteous and he rewards the wicked. He rewards the righteous with salvation, blessings, and he rewards the wicked with, fire and brimstone and death, pretty much. Let me get Matthew 16 and 16. Oh, not 16. Sorry, Matthew 19 and 16. Okay, Matthew 19 and 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is the Most High. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments exactly. Because the commandments is life. The law, statutes, and commandments is life. But the point I'm trying to get at is Yahweh Shah says only one good, but the Most High. And the Most High, and Yahweh Shah, when he came on the scene, he was perfect. He didn't break no law. He was perfect. So even he said that he's not good. He said, "What calls not me good?" He says, "There was none good but one." He's pretty much saying that he's not good because he knew what he came back before. He was back in this world before as King Solomon, Adam, so Isaac. So he knew all this, and there's none. He knew there's um none good but one, and that is Yahweh. So I mean, you don't have to hear it out of my mouth. The scripture says it. I mean, I've been backing it up with scriptures. And like I said, Yahweh Shah said it out of his mouth. But like I said, the Most High is a is a just power. He works with balance. And like I said, like it says over there in Exodus, it says, be I will show mercy on whom I will show mercy." I think that's all I got for now. I hope your brothers were edified. You know, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to all your brothers out there who are pushing this word with sincerity and truth. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.